21.
21, yes. Please, take a look.
Yes, thank you. Hello, my name is Andreas, and our group has come with the concept of smart bike. And the problem is there's 200 bikes stolen per day in Denmark, and 75,000 bikes a year. And what can we do by this problem? We want to make a GPS system. The picture is showing a small GPS on a fingertip, and we want to implement that in a bicycle. So there are systems today, but they can be taken off very easily. So we want to insert this in the tube. And to this GPS system, we'll make an application, smartphone application. It's that has a smart alarm system that when your bike is moved in a radius of 5 meters, your smartphone will get an alarm. And this alarm system will also be in a community. So everybody in the radius of 200 meters who has this this application on the phone, they'll get an alarm that says, hey, there's a bike being stolen here. And then a picture will come up of the bike being stolen, so they can go with their smartphone and take a picture of the thief. There's also an app connected to the GPS, and you can receive statistical information about your distance, usual roads, the best roads to one place, and the amount of calories you burn. And we want to put the GPS in the crank of the bicycle so it can't be removed easily. The social impact of our system is cutting down crimes of bicycle thefts. A fitness model, so people become more aware of their fitness. And maybe we can sell some of the information to the government so they can build better bikes, bike roads. And receive, maybe make campaigns of it's healthy to bike, so here's the best roads. Our business model is, we have the fact that 500,000 new bikes are sold each year, and there's 4.5 million bikes in Denmark. So the strategy is we'll not sell the chips, we'll sell the application for a small amount every month, so 15 crowns or something, because the chip is rather expensive, so 500 crowns or something like that. So we'll make it a continuously cash flow, and in time the chip will be paid, and then it's all earnings. And if we succeed, there's further development. We could use the product in most bikes, cars, etc. And we can prevent waste of production because of those who aren't stolen. And then we can cooperate with bicycle unions, maybe this Bicycili we have heard about, that makes roads in Africa. Then we can sell the GPS technology to them, and in a new development country where they are developing a bike culture, they can build the smartest roads for the bikes. Then it's about finish, and thank you.
Thank you for a good short presentation. So who would like to start? Yes.
I can do. Well, I think you made a great presentation. You have a pain, and you have a good idea of curing it. And also the connection with the app is a very good idea, so you can log which activity you have on the bike. Also, maybe it would be possible to cooperate with the insurance company, so you can have a cheaper insurance if you write a GPS site, so it will be found easier. Maybe people don't feel it if you put on a brand saying this is a GPS bike, then maybe you take another bike. The only problem that I see, or maybe there's more, but you have to find out how to get the manufacturers to buy and install the GPS initially. They need some, they need a motive to do this. Maybe, I don't know.
They can still secure bikes, then your bike aren't stolen, or if it's stolen, it's found very quickly. So it's sort of a motive. Of course, their production will fall a bit, but they can promote it as a bike for your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I like your idea. I mean, also as you said, there are systems, with GPS systems for bicycles to begin with. The thing I missed is that at some point you said then people will take pictures of the vehicle, and then you did a bit of laughing and stuff, and then we went on. I think that part is very interesting to build on. I would have liked for you to build further on that idea instead of just the GPS hardware in the bicycle. Because I think that has a huge potential in terms of not only cycle theft. That would have been really interesting to build with, I don't know, Facebook or whatever.
We was inspired by one of our mates yesterday. He said that you can make an app where you have your phone with you in late night traveling home from the city. And then if you are attacked or something, you can just press it.
Yeah, and then the other people connected to it will go into high alert when it's approaching. I mean, that would be interesting to play with that idea. And see.
And also, parents can keep eye on their children, where the children are.
Exactly. You
So,
could have easily built a bit further on that idea.
and for the government, if there are not bicycle roads already, they can see where the bicycles usually ride and build the bicycle
Yeah,
road
and
there.
sell it so they could pay attention to
Yeah.
people who get social and do black work.
I see one challenge in the technical solution, because you try to put a radio receiver and a radio transmitter into a core where there's a lot of iron around. That's not the best items for a radio transmitter and receiver. I don't know if you have.
It's connected to internet.
Sorry?
It's connected to internet.
Yes, but it has to be connected via a radio, and the radio has different difficulties in receiving and receiving when it's hitting inside this iron core.
We talked about making the steel like an antenna, and then protecting the GPS ball with a rubber ball or something you could put inside. And then it should be recharged by the friction.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I would like to ask you something about the social impact. You mentioned something about Africa and the bicycle. I know the firm, so what is your idea about that?
That they should they haven't started building sufficient road in the Africa area. So some places in the Africa area, then we can use our GPS technology to see which roads they take when they bike. Normally, people make the easiest road, and if it's a sand road or not a very good road, you can build roads after which routes they take.
Okay.
So infrastructure problem.
Traffic measurement system.
Yeah.
Actually, in some of these African countries, like we said, although the infrastructure is already on ground, that's why we are trying to incorporate so many partners. Maybe if we have so many partners that could come in to sponsor, then with time, the business proposal will work and everything will work fine.
Did I understand the business model right, that you were going to take a monthly fee around 15 kroners or something like that for the user? And that was all the payment that was in the system, so that you had to finance the GPS in the bicycle.
Yeah, at first.
Yes,
But
and
with
then
time
you get the
I think we can as well thinking of the different packages. The people who are more wealthier, they can buy the GPS system at first. If they buy the new bicycle, for example, and if the bicycle is quite expensive, but the people who already have bikes and they are not that expensive, then they can start with a monthly fee. Yeah, so we have different packages.
Have you had any considerations of the lifetime of a crank?
No.
This is one idea, but we have different ideas where to put this chip. There are also other opportunities, but this is the best way where there is the rechargeable system.
You had a question.
As a company, do you really want to encourage people to do self-justice? Is that morally or ethically correct to do? Taking pictures of people who are stealing bikes and encouraging others in the area to go there?
If you see a crime, do you call the police?
Of course I do. But
Okay,
can you
why
as a company
isn't that
ensure that
self-justice then?
can you as a company ensure that the users of your application will do the same thing? Or would that be some unethical problem for you as a company?
No, I don't think it's an ethical. It comes to the users of the app. They must be ethical and say we don't hit the guy down. We take a picture of him, send it to the police. But we could recommend that if you see the crime, you snap a picture and don't hit the guy.
Of course, it depends on the person. If you are afraid of course you're not going to do it, but then you just know that it happened there, and then you can maybe just see what's going on.
I think the whole idea is just to reduce bicycle theft. The bicycle thieves, when they have this at the back of their mind, that they are kind of clusters of people that could easily take their picture and think they have, no, we have to stop this. Just to make a reduction of bicycle theft, and probably we are not even stopping at this place. We can also extend it to motorbikes and cars if we see how the business goes.
So I have. So most bikes are being stolen at night. Would everyone with the application get a text at night saying, "Oh, 5 minutes away from you, a bike is being stolen, but it's 4 a.m. and I'm in my bed"?
You have the opportunity to do that. There's optional things.
And I forgot to say that the map should be marked with new statistics about where's the highest crime rate. So by the train station, for example, it says here's high crime rates, don't put your bike here, put it in the alley.
Yes, we can just one last short question.
I just see a huge loss in the field of stealing bicycles with GPS and not be found again.
You will find it then. Why don't you find it?
Have you checked out the statistic over the iCloud finding application for iPhones? It doesn't actually work.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, but I've seen actually news of that the application actually doesn't work because people don't know what to do if they see the GPS, and then what then? The police has a hard time tracking it down, and
then we need to cooperate with the police and
Some-
insurance companies. And
there's some kind of a barrier between seeing your GPS and then actually recovering it.
But the thing is that you can do it immediately. After 10 meters, your bike is really moved. You can already run out and see. It's not like it's a few days or something.
So you also get the exercise.
Thank you.